Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course. Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, it's rather chilly outside, so hopefully this particular item will help me warm up a little bit. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm in my back room today, which means we get Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am doing something else. What is it? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight this super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my Corvin's Breed shirt. I really like this shirt. It's just so cool. Like, it's just a very neat design, very simple. And actually, I should be if you're unfamiliar with Corvin's Breed, it's sort of a one-man musical project by a guy named Matty Corvin, who I became aware of and familiar with a little bit last year in 2023 at the time I'm doing this. And actually, I should be running into him in 2025. He's going to be doing some band assist stuff with some bands that I'm going to be seeing, so I'm really excited because super good dude. And I got to see his set, like I said, in 2023. I really liked it. I think the guy's super talented, man. Like, it's a hell of a thing to be able to go over there and, do anything musical or creative, but then to really be like the main guy, that main creative force. That's so incredible to me. But I actually have some videos of his performances that I attended. They're on the channel, in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as his music goes, because I think he's a super awesome guy. But anyway, what am I trying for your day, folks? What are we doing here? What am I hoping is going to warm me up? Well, folks, if you watch the channel, you know a lot of times when I review stuff from the back room, it means I'm doing some instant ramen or instant noodles. This specifically is from Cup Noodles. This is from their stir-fry line, Korean barbecue flavor stir-fry style Asian noodles in sauce with no added MSG. By the way, you don't have to put that on there, Cup Noodles. Like, I like to think as a country, the United States, we've grown past that. That whole MSG, like, what is MSG? Like, I think most of us are smart enough to know that, like, MSG, like with anything, it's all about, just not going overboard with it. So MSG is fine. But anyway, yeah, so I reviewed plenty of like instant noodle stuff and everything. So much so I have an entire playlist called Ramen Reviews. That's where this is going to end up. And there's a whole host of other videos on there if you want my opinion on instant noodle and food stuff. So, let's get a thing for the thing here. Let's get a noodle pull. We'll kind of do it like this. Ha 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 ha. And yeah, let's give it a go. And this is what's super simple one. Just pour in some water and microwave for 4 minutes. So. Not bad. Not bad at all. I do like the stir fry line from Cup Noodles. It's a little bit more their sort of premium line. Trying to impress you a little bit, some interesting flavors, and I reviewed some of their stuff. And it's kind of hit or miss, because the thing is that even though it is, like, again, their sort of premium-ish line, they typically fall well short of, like, actual premium ramens, but a lot of times they at least come out with some decent flavors, and I feel like this actually falls within that. It's supposed to taste like Korean barbecue, and while I wouldn't say it's an abundance of Korean barbecue flavor, it is there, it is noticeable, and it's fairly easy to identify. Like, that tastes like Korean barbecue. Oh, I want Korean barbecue now. It's been so long since I've had, like, really nice Korean food. I need to remedy that, maybe this weekend. But yeah, it has like kind of a sort of slightly savory, kind of a barbecue pork kind of flavor. And mind you, if you're familiar with these type of things, you already know that, you obviously have to be extremely realistic when it comes to the level of flavor that you're going to get out of these. But for folks who maybe aren't, when I say that it has like a, sort of barbecue pork flavor, don't think that I'm saying like, oh, it's, like really like strong. No, that's not the case. It's more kind of an essence of, that barbecue sort of flavor. But like I said, it is identifiable. Like, it takes a little bit to kick in, but once it does, it's like, yeah, okay, I can see where they're going with this. I will say, I wish it had a little bit more kick to it. I mean, I prefer spicier ramens anyway, but, and I get that this isn't a spicy ramen. That's fine. I'm not holding that against it. I'm just saying, from my own personal preference, it doesn't even have to be that spicy, but just a little extra oomph, because the rest of the flavor is fine, but I do feel like it's, and again, this is kind of where I run into the problem with the stir fry line from Cup Noodles. I do feel like just, they have the right idea. The execution just needs to be a little bit stronger. Not even world stronger, but just a little bit stronger. And it would feel a little bit more like a premium line. But it's still tasty. I have no beef with this. The noodles themselves are nice. Another thing I'll mention, the water fill line ratio to noodles, I think is actually really nice in this instance, because sometimes it can end up too watery, sometimes not moist enough. In this case, I feel like the noodles pretty much perfectly absorbed the water, so it's not like soupy or anything. It really is more just a noodle dish rather than being like a soup. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Um, on occasion and kind of sure. So for me personally, whenever I'm doing these ramen reviews and I'm sort of thinking about, where it would fit for me and, my general eating habits, what I'm realistically asking myself is, would this go over there and take the place of any of the ones that I already really like? Or would it be more of a supplementary one? Or is it something that's just not going to go over there and make its way into the rotation? Because I already have a lot of these that I really like. I mean, I do the show, obviously, but like I do just eat this stuff. It's a quick, easy thing for when I get off work, what have you. And this, it's nothing outstanding. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I would say overall it's good, but it's like a solid C plus. The noodles are fine. Again, I think the water to noodle ratio is good, and the flavor isn't bad. But again, I do feel like the problem consistently with the stir fry line is like I love the idea. I like the cup noodles is they're doing giving you some other options. I do feel like it's just like, yeah, I could get that, or I could pay maybe a little bit more and get like some Shin Chan or something like that, and I would just ultimately have a much more enjoyable experience. With this, I could see grabbing this on occasion. It wouldn't be a regular rotation thing or anything, but like, maybe buy a couple of them or something like that, because I do kind of like the Korean barbecue flavor. I don't think it's a bad product. I just wish that there was a little bit more to it. So for me, yeah, it's not going to go over there and break into, my upper tier of these instant noodle dishes. And if I'm recommending it, that's why it's the same kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's fine. And the thing is, there's kind of two people. Well, I mean, there's lots of people who eat this stuff, but there's kind of two sort of camps. You have people like me who realistically just kind of can't be fucked. And, these are basically meal supplements. They're things that we can just pop in, again, quick and easy. And then you have like a group of people I'm going to call proper adults who probably just use these, occasionally as like a lunch thing or something like that. Like just a little bit of a more casual kind of thing. And if I'm talking about people like me, then I feel kind of the same way in terms of recommending it. Like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad if you want to try it, but there's way better options out there. However, for that more casual group of people, that's where I could actually recommend this a little bit more because, those people probably don't need like the big bowl stuff, with like the extra spice and the extra effort and stuff. They're just, again, just like lunch, at work or something like that. And this is definitely better than like, your more typical, Maruchan or normal cup noodle options. So it might be something nice to have there as that extra option. But again, for the more specific people like me, it's like, it's not bad. So, but anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, Spanish rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly stir-fry-tastic. You know what? Have yourselves a Korean barbecue-tastic rest of your life. I want Korean barbecue now. I gotta see if that one place is still open. The only problem I run into with going out to eat now is that I always try to take it as an opportunity to do a review, and certain things don't translate well to reviews. Like, I'd love to review ramen, but it's like, unless I'm in there and I can like take pictures of the actual thing, it just, But anyway, final 2 things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you had Korean barbecue? If you have, what's your personal take on it? I've been fortunate enough to have it at some really nice places, but not anywhere near as much as I would like. Especially considering how much I love Asian food. I've had lots of Thai food. I've had lots of Japanese food, lots of Chinese food, obviously. But yeah, Korean's one of those things. Like, it's around, but it's just like, it's just finding the right opportunity. Ideally, going with a group, it tends to be a fun thing to have with friends. So, but yeah, let me know your personal take on it. Anyway,